Welcome to New Sky TV. Wang Haozhen and Zhai Yiying's iconic kissing scene goes viral, garnering over 3 million views in just 12 hours. This isn't just a warm-up, it's an out-of-control explosion of popularity. Wang Haozhen and Zhai Yiying have truly ignited the short drama scene this time. The new drama Yiying has only been airing for half a day, yet its popularity numbers have skyrocketed, causing the platform's back-end to sound alarms and its servers to struggle. What truly drove the internet into a frenzy wasn't the dialogue or the plot twists, but a kissing scene that came completely out of the blue. In the scene, Zhai Yiying, with almost no build-up, walks forward, lowers her head, gets close, and kisses. It's straightforward, direct, and without any idle baggage. It's said that this scene was filmed in one take. Even more striking is that after the kiss, she couldn't help but laugh. Not a character's laugh, but the actress's genuine laugh. The director didn't cut it. Thus, this out-of-control moment has become one of the most memorable scenes in short drama history. Now, you can see this clip on almost every platform you browse. The only comment on the screen was, "This is so real." There's an unspoken rule in the short drama circle: if there aren't frequent kissing scenes, the popularity won't be stable. For example, the drama repeatedly cited as a case study, Taking Care of Your Younger Husband, has kissing scenes in 73 out of 75 episodes. Viewers complain that it only has kissing, but they couldn't stop watching, staying up until 3 a.m. episode after episode. Internal platform data is even more direct. The top 50 most watched short dramas average over 20 kissing scenes each. And traditional urban dramas? 3 to 5 kissing scenes are considered a lot. But Yiying is different. Wang Haozhen completely overturned his past acting style this time. His character, Yiying, isn't a domineering CEO, nor a tool, but a man who hesitates, loses control, and is led by his emotions. His kisses aren't about completing a task, they're the result of overflowing emotions. And it's precisely because of this that this kissing scene is so captivating, prompting repeated viewings. It's not about the scale, but about realism. It's not about quantity, but about appropriateness. Zhai Yiying is different this time. She's no longer the kind of female lead who wins over audiences with her sweetness from the very first scene. On screen, she speaks softly, but her gaze is steady. Standing beside the repair table, she doesn't steal the spotlight, yet she's captivating. She doesn't play someone saved, but someone who can enter Yiying's world and understand his loneliness. In many scenes, she simply watches him quietly repair things, without uttering sweet words, yet her presence is more ambiguous than any dialogue. One scene has been repeatedly analyzed. The power goes out at night, and only an emergency light remains in the studio. Wang Haozhen is bent over repairing a broken jade buckle, his hands frighteningly steady. Zhai Yiying stands behind him, watching for a long time, then suddenly leans down and kisses him. There's no music, no slow motion. He's stunned. He doesn't return the kiss. Only his Adam's apple moves slightly, and a blush slowly rises behind his ear. That 1 second was captured, magnified, and analyzed by netizens. This isn't acting, is it? That reaction is too physiological. Few actors in short dramas dare to suppress their emotions so tightly. Because budgeting means you have to be confident the audience will actually watch. And Yiying won that gamble. It didn't throw money at fake, grand scenes, but at realism, real tools, real spaces, real emotional exhaustion. You can feel the characters' fatigue, focus, restraint, even their self-control over desires. That's why the kissing scenes in this drama are so popular. Not because there are many, but because every closeness is irresistible. When short dramas start to seriously treat characters and respect emotions, instead of just pursuing thrills, do you still think it's just fast food? It's precisely because of this that the character Yiying has come to life. She looks weak, quiet, even a bit like she could be blown away by the wind at any moment, but when she actually acts, she's more decisive than anyone else. In the first episode, saving people and caring for loved ones, she doesn't hesitate at all. This isn't just for hype, but the character's inherent nature. She knows what she wants and when she can't back down. Zhai Yiying captures the soft on the outside, tough on the inside perfectly, so the audience doesn't feel pulled out of the story, but rather is led along by her. The bathtub scene has been repeatedly brought up for a reason. There were no exaggerated lines, no deliberate attempts at sexiness. Wet hair clung to her face, water droplets trickled down her eyelashes, and the moment she looked up at someone, her emotion was calm, even a little dangerous. Many say it's like a movie, not just visually, but in its pacing, the use of negative space and restraint, yet it holds your breath. The production team clearly understood this. They didn't pursue cheap thrills, but rather used a unified aesthetic to envelop the story, a cool color palette, sets with an aged feel, and highly designed costumes, all serving the characters, not overshadowing them. You'll find the camera often lingers longer than expected, giving the actors ample space to breathe. Zhai Yiying's performance perfectly captured this. She acted with restraint, not overacting, not trying to steal the spotlight, but wherein her strength was palpable. The quieter she was, the more powerful she felt. This contrast constitutes Su Suyan's most convincing quality. She doesn't need protection, she herself is the anchor. The market feedback speaks for itself. The high level of discussion, fan-created content, and trending topics are not accidental. When short dramas begin to hold themselves to cinematic standards and respond to audience expectations with actors' breakthroughs, can they still be simply defined as fast-moving consumer goods? The script for Year After Year, Peace and Tranquility grew out of the novel. The screenwriters spent half a year just to get the characters to speak. The blood-packed setting is interesting, it incorporates some old Eastern elements. Many people watched the wardrobe kissing scene repeatedly. That was something the actress did herself. It wasn't in the script. Zhai Yiying smiled after the kiss. The camera was pointed directly at her. The director didn't yell cut. These sudden occurrences are more powerful than well-drawn plans. Plans are too neat. Human reactions aren't plans. Wang Haozhen is everywhere now. You can see him as soon as you open your phone. In August 2024, he had 3 short dramas airing. After the breakup, Dr. Chang cried out Bubbles was one. Bringing Home the National Husband was another. And there was one called Burning Passion. He played a somewhat eccentric young warlord in it. He learned how to walk and sit for the role, adhering to the rules of the Republican era. He performed all his own action scenes. Photos of his injuries circulated among fans. From model to actor, he's progressed rapidly. The world of short dramas is now very complex. He's one of the more conspicuous fish swimming in it. Or rather, he's the kind of fish many people are currently willing to watch. Audience tastes change quickly. It wasn't like this last year. It might change again next year. But right now, he's definitely in that position. And the winds are strong in that position. What's the current state of the short drama market? The figure of 50 billion yuan is repeatedly mentioned. It surpasses last year's total box office revenue, which speaks volumes. Production cycles have been compressed to an unbelievable degree. A script can be created in just a few days. Some tools can even generate keywords. You input a few tags and get a story framework in minutes. Creation is losing its original warmth. It's becoming more like standardized parts produced on an assembly line. Audience opinions on kissing scenes are polarized. Some directly criticize it as saccharine diluted with water, saying that emotions are consumed by this dense arrangement. But the other side is also clear, they're here for this. This division has its scientific basis. Certain areas of the human brain are rapidly activated in specific situations. This process only takes a dozen seconds, creating a brief sense of immersion. The pacing of short dramas hits this point perfectly. The frequent plot twists followed by intimate scenes every few minutes are not accidental. They reflect the prevailing emotional consumption patterns of today. People's time is fragmented, and emotional needs have become instantaneous. Short dramas offer a solution, although this solution itself is debatable. Platform algorithms favor kissing scenes. They're easy to edit and spread everywhere, instantly boosting completion rates. The algorithm just recognizes this. I heard someone in the industry say something quite realistic. Whether a play makes money depends on a few numbers. Whether an actor becomes famous depends on whether they can get the audience hooked. Nobody cares about the dialogue or the story. The density of kissing scenes has become the hard indicator. If we're going to label something as artistic, then we need to look away. The drama Sui Sui Yan is a bit different. It might indicate that the short drama genre is starting to change. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.